and going to Wall Street, but that was after the fact.
Oh, sorry, I just hit the recording. Say that again.
Yeah. So I would have been actually right there on Wall Street, but because I accepted a job, but then the last minute I stayed at the hotel I was at because they kind of counter offered, and I wound up going to Wall Street, but it was after right after that. But during the actual attack, I was on 57th Street and it was on 57th and 10th, but I saw the whole thing from the roof of my building. It was like, it was far down, but obviously you could still see the skyline. I mean, I saw the second one. When the first one hit, I went up to the roof to just look and see what was happening. And while I was up there, the second plane just went into the tower. And then I was up there and watched them both collapse.
Not a good place to be on top of a building when planes are flying into them.
Hey, if I would have been down there, I would have been dragging people out. But actually, the hotel that I was at, it was that I would have been at that was on Wall Street when I went there. It was like the First National Bank, so they had these big steel doors. So they actually wound up, pulling in people off the street and then closing the doors. And that building was wrecked from it. I mean, there was airplane debris and everything all over the roof. I mean, they were part of a huge cleanup. But the smoke and the clouds. It took till later that night, but later that night it all came like you could smell it. Like they kept calling me the building. There's a fire. I'm like, that's coming from downtown. It just came up. There was like a big fog in the street. It slowly just crept through the whole city.
Wow.
Crazy.
I remember I was working, near DC, and I guess when the first plane hit, we all heard about it, of course, and we tried to get on the internet, right? Because we were at work, and everybody's trying to get on Yahoo, CNN, all those network things. They're all down. The internet could not handle the volume at that time anyway, right? So like every site was down that you tried to go to. So it was pretty scary. It was like, I remember like then the second plane hits, and then I was probably only 30 minutes from DC where the plane hit the Pentagon. So after that plane hit the Pentagon, we were like, let's get the fuck out of here. And everyone, left. And there are people like, I'm sure in New York too, but like they couldn't get out of DC. Everyone was leaving, trying to get out of the city, and they abandoned their cars in the middle of the road and they just walked. And everyone
they locked out everything in New York, so there's just no way.
Yeah, but luckily we were 30 minutes out, so I didn't have a problem. But it was like, picked up my wife, we went and picked up my daughter from school and just went home for, I don't remember how long, but it was probably a couple days.
Wow. I was actually in Cameron, New Jersey, delivering with my husband that day, and driving up the turnpike. I snapped a picture of the sunrise between the two towers. Unfortunately, I lost the picture when I lost some phone issues, but it was like we had just seen, like I said, I had caught the sunrise coming up.
Connie, you still there? I think we lost Connie there.
I know for me in California, it was happened to be my day off, and I'm a news junkie and happen to have the news, and it just didn't register. I was like, okay, is this a movie? Is this for real? It was shocking. I just couldn't register this was actually happening. And that just keeps playing over and over in my head as the first and second plane hit. And I was like, what's going on?
Yeah. I was wondering what it was like for people out in California, because I mean, you probably weren't even up, right, when the first plane hit. So did you even know about it until, 3 hours later or whatever?
Right. Well, it depends. Like I normally get up early because that's my time of just used to getting up early for work. And like I said, I'm a news junkie, and I just got up to watch news and relax, and they were just playing it live. And I was like, the first plane just hit, and then it was second plane was getting ready to hit, then it hit, and I was just in shock. But if I was at work, I would not have heard about it unless online, or because I'm a federal employee, it would have came down the pipeline, but it was just a shot. But I just happened to be home.
Yeah, that's good that you were home. You know, definitely the safest place to be.
Do you got me again?
Yeah, you're back.
Okay, yeah, no, I was delivering that load, when the first plane hit, and we were like, oh my God, what a horrible accident.
Yeah.
And then the second plane hit, and I looked over at my husband. I said, let's get the hell out of here. Something is going on.
Wow.
And we did. We shot straight down the turnpike before all. And like I said, that trying to take pictures. I was in the passenger seat with the pictures through his window because we were going south at the time, and none of them ever turned out. But it was like, I just couldn't believe all of that was happening. And then we heard about Pennsylvania, and that was even eerier. And it was like, okay.
Yeah.
Dispatch, and so we headed away from the coastline.
That was smart. That was pretty amazing. You got to see it. You were up there.
Well, yes and no, because I'll tell you.
Connie, we're losing you again. You better wait till you get a better signal.
Yeah. It made me, I was on to see what happened. Of course, she was in California going, okay, I was here in Missouri. So, all right, I'm deep in these hills.
All right. What about you, Jeremy?
I was out for breakfast with a bunch of friends, and it came across the TV. I think it was the second plane was about to hit when we first started seeing it, and it was just like, wow. So I think we sat in the restaurant for like 3 hours just drinking coffee and watching the news about what was going on. Nobody wanted to leave. It was just incredible.
Really? Wow. I bet like every restaurant, had their TVs on, I'm sure people were glued to them. What about you, Christine?
I was working at Lucent Technologies, and one of my cubicle mates, her kids were actually supposed to be flying into Boston or out of Boston, and I don't remember which one. And when we heard what was going on, she was trying to reach them. They were trying to reach her. She got her son for a little while, and then she didn't. And so that was nerve-wracking. Another one of my coworkers, her brother was a pilot. So we were sitting there glued to what was going on.
Yeah, that was another problem. It's like the cell phones couldn't handle the volume of everyone calling. So yeah, it was really hard to get a hold of people.
Yep.
Back
the
then.
kids ended up stuck in Boston, which wasn't necessarily a bad thing, but where we didn't know what was going on.
Right. A little scary, right? And then I didn't know it, of course, at the time, but when I got a job working for Akamai Technologies, I don't know, like 15 years ago or something, I found out that the founder of that company was on board the plane that went down in Pennsylvania. and it was rumored that he was one of the guys that actually rushed the cockpit, and obviously died. And the company almost went under when he died because he was one of the co-founders of the company. But it survived and went on to become a multi-billion-dollar company. So it's a pretty amazing story. But are you back, Tom? Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm here. Oh, this we just got here, so I'm connected. I come and connect to the Wi-Fi.
Okay,
The Wi-Fi at my mother's house finally.
cool. So how was everyone's week? Good. And
I had a technology nightmare. Everything went wrong technology wise for me. My iPad got shattered by the cat.
oh no.
Then my phone service, the $1 million hotel company, $1 billion hotel company, who knows what they worth, but didn't pay the phone bill. So my phone had no service for 3 days.
Just your own personal cell phone?
No, it's there. The phone. I kept my number when I went to work there, and they gave me like a phone. Then it was a BlackBerry, but so they just took over it. So I never even had my own personal phone. It's been my same number for like 20 years. But they paid the bill and pay for the phone itself. But it just stopped working. And usually they don't pay it. They pay it right away when I tell them. But this time it took 3 days, so I just went out and got another phone. I had another phone for a day, but now I got two, and then this one got turned back on. It was really weird being disconnected.
Yeah, right. So the phone that you use all the time to do Beachbody is actually your work's phone?
Yeah, because I wasn't gonna carry two. I mean, we pay for unlimited data.
Yeah, right.
So it really doesn't matter. And then when I home, I got Wi-Fi and all that fun stuff. So I just use it. So I don't care.
Right,
And
right.
but again, it's unlimited, so it really doesn't really matter to anybody.
So now you got two phones though, huh?
Yeah. So but this one's old. The one the hotel got us, I think it's like I think it's an iPhone 8. It's old. So I got the 11.
Okay,
So
nice.
I didn't go for the 12.
Oh, you
But
should
now-
have. It's got the 5G, right?
Well, so does the 11. It has the 5G.
Oh, okay.
Wasn't much of a. I can't really see that too much of a difference, really.
They're coming out with the 13 later this month.
Yeah, I
Yes.
saw that.
I went to go upgrade mine to the 5G, and the guy told me to wait a couple of weeks for the 13.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm thinking about getting it. It's been a long time. I have the 10.
I have an 11, and they said it did not have the 5G. So
Really?
Well,
Yeah.
you guys are making my phone sound old. I got the 6 Plus.
Wow. Yeah, that's a dwarf top.
I'll eventually upgrade, but it works.
Right. Is it a flip phone?
No.
it's only as obsolete if it's not doing what you need it to do.
That is true. This is true.
Yep. Yep.
I have some problems with mine. I could get with the phone I'm on right now. It keeps freezing. I mean, the memory is really low, which was another bad thing about it. So it kept freezing up, and I don't know if that's why. And I'd be like, saving a video, editing it, and it would freeze. I'd have to reboot and lose it. So I was thinking of getting another one anyway. I just didn't really want to have to carry two. And I was trying to get the hotel to upgrade, which they're thinking of switching to Verizon, so they might ultimately. But so that was another thing, the memory, and then whatever glitches I've been having.
Yeah, that'd be nice. Yeah.
I got a lot of memory on the new one. The new one I got the most they had, 256, I think, or something like that.
Oh, nice.
So
Okay.
at least that's one good thing.
Yeah, right. So what we've been doing each week for you guys who've been here or haven't been here, is we've been going through the different summit videos and watching one and kind of discussing it. So you guys up for watching another one?
Sure, they've been
All
good.
right. Let me share my screen. So we've done what, 3 or 4 at least, right? Nutrition mindset, we haven't done that one. Let's see. Vision. How about this one? Recruiting. All right, let's watch this one.
I am so honored and blessed to be here. And I'm going to try to hold it together because this has been an emotional day with all of the things going on for Summit and hosting a live event here at the hotel that I'm at. But I am sharing with you a specific topic that took my business from here to there. And that topic is how I fearlessly recruit and simplify the onboarding process. You see, I didn't become a coach for the income. I didn't become a coach to build a business. That wasn't why I started this. I didn't talk about the business I was building for 9 months. My lips were sealed. I didn't talk about it. I didn't even one-on-one invite to the coaching opportunity for 2 years. I was afraid of rejection. I was embarrassed to be a part of an MLM. I was the coach in the closet that didn't want to talk about this coaching thing that I was building at home with 3 kids because I didn't want to be judged by my peers. But most of all, I was afraid that people would misconstrue my heart to help others for making a sale. All of those self-limiting beliefs of why I didn't want to share about coaching was the exact reason why I wasn't finding my people. When I was able to face my fears head on, that is when I found my freedom, my growth in this business. The biggest roadblock I personally had to overcome to take it to the next level, to find my people and to build my business and to onboard new coaches was that I had to stop comparing myself to everyone else. Because every single YouTube video or training that I Googled was about coaches wanting to earn an income. And that was not my initial reason for starting. I had a really hard time sharing about coaching because I thought I had to present it in relationship to making an income. I still remember my first success partner. She was so great at posting income posts, okay? Insert the disclaimer, compliance, make sure that you do everything per compliance rules. And she made this income post and I thought, oh my goodness, she's getting all this engagement. People are liking it, people are commenting. I'm gonna copy and paste that and do it myself. So I took her post, I put in my own verbiage and I posted it. The second that I posted that income post about building a business and making money, I felt uncomfortable. I felt icky. And I knew I was not being true and authentic to myself. So I deleted it and I removed it because it wasn't true to who I was. And it wasn't true to why I became a coach. The coaching opportunity isn't just about earning an income. It's about community. It's about personal accountability. It's about purpose. It's about passion. And yes, of course, it's about building an incredible business that can bless your life. A business which has allowed me to be home with my 3 kids and not in the hospital as a nurse. But before I can share with you my tangible action steps of how I fearlessly recruit and onboard, I want to lay the foundation for you because everything about recruitment starts with you. Every single thing that you do with finding your people and finding those people that want to build this business with you, it starts with you. It starts with belief. I lost 10 diamonds and 3 star diamond coaches in 1 year and many more to count in other years. And I'm still here today because I believe in this business with all my heart, my soul, and my mind. My husband would probably tell you I would do it for free. That's how much I love it. I tell my coaches too, that if they all quit on me today, I would still show up and do the work and find more people to help and serve because I believe in this mission, our mission of what we do as coaches so much. I believe that this business can help me make the vision for my life, my family's life, and everyone around me come to fruition. So how do you do that? How does recruiting your dream coaches start with you? Well, it starts with you, but you have to have unwavering belief. You have to have unwavering belief and commitment to find your people, which leads into you have to become rooted in your why for coaching. This is when I made that post, that income post, and it wasn't comfortable for me, and I took it down. I realized I had to do some digging. I had to do a lot of self-reflection of why I was here. I had to become rooted in why I said yes to coaching, and why I was doing what I was doing, and why I wanted to impact the lives of others, and why I wanted to build a business that would bless my life. For me, it was for community. I joined this business because I needed friendship. I needed a sisterhood of women who supported me through my flaws, through my imperfections, through my anxiety, through everything that I was going through. I needed that. I needed joy in the morning. I needed accountability, and I needed a vehicle of hope, a vehicle to give hope to women that they could find their balance in getting healthy. So I encourage my coaches to do this. You can go back, Sandy, if you want, by the way. I encourage my coaches to make a list of all of the reasons why they became a coach. Sit down, write them all down. Maybe you have two reasons why you became a coach, or 3 or 4. Write them down, and how coaching has impacted your life. If you just signed up tomorrow, you have a reason why. Because when you begin to share your story, your brand, your mission, not the person to the left of you or to the right of you, or your success partner or your uplines. When you share your story, your heart, your why, that is when you will connect with others on an emotional level, thus finding and attracting your people. Now that we have laid the foundation that recruitment starts with you and your belief in this business, I'm going to share with you a little bit of truth and love in the words of my sweet friend, Julie Borez. I'm going to talk to you as if you were my best friend, because I wish that someone would have told me this as a newer coach. If you want to build a long-term income-producing successful business, you have to recruit business building coaches. I can still remember Keyshawn Graves, my first corporate mentor, saying, "Diamonds build rank, star diamonds build bank." And she was 100% right. Diamond rank is very achievable as a newer coach. But if you want to build a solid business, a long-lasting income, you need coaches who have the same heart and hustle to make massive impact on the lives of others, and yes, who want to build a business with you. You can have all of the belief in the world, all of the confidence in who you are, but if you aren't willing to do the work to find the coaches, none of it will matter. Which leads to, you have to share the biz to grow the biz. I was listening to the National Wake Up Call probably 2 years into coaching, still, in my opinion, a newer coach. And I heard a coach say, that was the National Wake Up Call, said, "You have to share the biz to grow the biz." And I had this light bulb moment, and I thought, I have 0 business builders, no one that really wants to work the business with me. And I was taking very little action to actually purposely recruit for the business. Hence why I wasn't inviting for my first 2 years. Yes, I believed in this business, but it takes more than belief. It takes purposeful actions focused on recruitment. Now, let me preface, because sometimes there's some chatter about this. Ads don't work for me. Ads do not bring people in for me. They do not fall into my lap. Yes, I have the swipe up feature, but I don't have that many that swipe up on mine. I still do the work 6.5 years later. I still personally do the work to invite, respond to messages, cultivate the relationship, follow up, do all of those things. I still do that to find my people. To become fearless in recruiting, I had to get out of my comfort zone very early as a new coach. I can still remember when I hosted my first coach info session by myself. It was absolutely awful. I tend to be a talker, so I went over an hour. I probably was like an hour and a half on my info sesh. The graphics were not good at all because that's not my strength. But guess what? They heard my passion. They heard my excitement. They saw my hands moving in the camera. They felt my heart. They knew that they needed what I had. And that one call took me from emerald to diamond. If I didn't get out of my comfort zone to share about the opportunity, that never would have happened. my business never would have went from here to there, even as a newer coach. So now let's dive in to all of my steps of how I recruit to the business. The best part, it's simple. All of these steps are super duper simple. And there's 7 specific things that I do. Now, the first 2 that I'm going to share with you are daily, and then the next one will be weekly, and then the last ones are all monthly. So I have them categorized for you. The first one is I invite 3 people a day to the business. Yes, only 3 people a day. And I remember it was at my first leadership, and my friend was with me, and she said, you know, that top 10 coach, Ruth Strainer, she invites 100 people a month to the coach opportunity. And I was like, huh. I was like, if Ruth can invite 100 people a month, I can invite 100 people a month. And from that leadership, I committed to inviting 3 people every single day to the coach opportunity. And I created this little graphic for myself, Share the Biz. And it was my goal at the end of every single month to have all of these boxes filled up with people that I invited to the coach opportunity. When I invited 100 people a month, that gives me about.
I'm not the dumbass. I went to the slow lane going slower.
Every single day on the daily is I share on Instagram, Facebook stories about the business I am building. There's so many different ways that you can share.
I'm a commuter, Connie. I feel you.
So much about Instagram stories is that you are speaking to your audience. You are having reality TV for all of your followers. You are serving them. You're showing them the behind the scenes of your life, of what you do, how I build this business with 3 kids, how I build this business with my crazy schedule and all of the things that I'm doing. So share about the business every single day. Some examples of what you can do. A day in the life of coaching. This is a little boomerang of me kicking off my day in the life of coaching. And I just finished my workout and I was like, today, these are the tasks that we're going to do. And I go over all of the tasks that I'm going to do, both in my personal life and my coach life, so they can see how I weave in being a mama and also being a business owner. And you can share literally every aspect. I share how I'm inviting, how I'm talking to people, checking into my challenge group. So you're letting them experience what you're doing every single day. The second way that you can share on your Facebook stories, Instagram stories, is talk about who you're looking for. This is everything, because again, we're talking about recruitment. Talk about the people you're looking for. I love what John Maxwell says. He says, you have to cast your vision, cast your dream, and let the people find you. Not find the people, then cast your dream. You want to talk about those people you're looking for on your Instagram stories. I'm looking for hardworking, passionate women. I'm looking for mamas. I'm looking for nurses. I'm looking for maybe teachers. Who are you? That's who you want to be looking for. You want to be casting that vision when you talk on social media. You can reshare posts that you make about coaching, and you can invite to coach info sessions. Now let's move into the weekly things that I do above and beyond the daily, which is every single week, I make a static post about the business. I post probably for now 6.5 years, every single Thursday. Rain or shine, I post about coaching. It allows me to stay consistent with talking about the business as a static post on my Instagram and my Facebook, because I do both platforms. You can talk about ways that this business has blessed your life. Again, if you talk anything about income, please use the disclaimer per compliance, but talk about the ways coaching has blessed your life. Remember, go back to why you're here, become rooted. Remember those reasons? That's what you share about so you can connect with your people. Address a coaching objection. This is an objection that I made about personal trainers and fitness instructors. It was a very quick reel, and I shared it on my feed as a static post. And I had so many people reach out to me because I addressed the objection publicly about why this will work for personal trainers and fitness instructors. And then, of course, recognize as one of our vital behaviors. You can make a post and recognize one of your coaches for doing something incredible in their business, or even recognize a client. Now let's move on to the monthly tasks that I do for recruitment. The first one that I do, this is number 4, is I share about coaching in my challenge group. So every single month, towards the end of the month of my challenge group, I share that I'm hosting a coach info session. And I publicly put it into my group. I just share over the event on Facebook, right into my challenge group, or I share it into my bot group, wherever I'm hosting it. And I just put it out there. And this allows my challengers to have the opportunity to come learn about coaching. The 5th action that I do is I host coach info sessions every single month. Now I host them monthly, but if I'm pushing for a big goal, I will do them bi-weekly or sometimes even weekly. So I would do this based off of your goals in your business. And it's sometimes nice to switch it up where you can do one on Facebook, you can do one on Zoom, you can do one on Instagram. There's so many ways that you can host a coach info sesh, but you want to do them consistently. And make sure that when you speak on your coach info session, that you are aware of what you say, and just know that everything that we do can go public. So just be sure that you are honoring our compliance rules and what you share in those info sessions. And then monthly, again, I will reach out to my challengers. So I have that coach info session every single month at the end of the month. And then I take a second and I sit back and I reflect and I look at my bot group, I look at my challenge groups and I say, who was the best challenger in that group? Who was checking in every single day? Who was sharing their sweaty selfie? A really great way to check is if you go into your bot group, you can see who has logged their Shakeology, their workouts. Whoever has logged the most, I'll go one-on-one message them and be like, girlfriend, you have checked in 40 times with your workout. Have you ever thought about coaching? You would be amazing. Can you come listen to my coach info session? You have to think about when you get invited to a party. If you get an invite in the mail, you're like, maybe they won't know that I did an RSVP. But when they call you and they say, hey girl, I have this thing. You'd be pretty amazing at it. Would you come? I'm going to say yes, because they personally took the time. So it's really important that you become brave and you become bold in connecting with your challengers about sharing the coach opportunity. And the last thing that I do for recruitment, and this is hands down my most favorite thing in the entire world, is hosting a local event. Hence why I'm in a hotel right now with 372 coaches, because it is my heart. It is the heart of our business. We are in a people-centered business and we need community. We also need human connection in real life, real time, where we can hug people. And these local events are incredible. Every single month I host one of these, and whether it's a workout, whether I'm sharing a workout from Beachbody, whether I am just walking, we do a stroller walk, we just get together, we love on one another. I even have little black dress themed coach info sessions where everyone comes together in little black dresses and we talk about coaching. It's just like a fun coach mingle. So there are so many ways that you can talk and share about recruitment, but these 7 steps that I've given you have been the game changer in my business. But most importantly, be consistent with it. There's a 3-month delay in this business. So I encourage you to take the 7 and implement. Now, my final step is keep onboarding simple. I once heard that your coaches will do half of what you do. So I raised the floor in my business. If I wanted my coaches to earn Success Club 10, I earned SC20. If I wanted my coaches to become Diamond, then I made sure to rank advance my own business. You are the pace car for your team. So the best way to onboard new coaches is to lead by example and show them what to do. Lead the way for them. My 3 ways of onboarding new coaches is this. Number 1 is I host a monthly new coach mentorship call every single month. It is the first Monday of every month, rain or shine, I am there. And I talk specifically about these topics on my new coach checklist. So we talk about picking a program and a start date and begin sharing their journey immediately. We talk about their new coach post and how they need to be posting on social media every single day. Specifically, they need to make their coach post within that first week. And then I help them craft an invite so that they can invite all of the people that liked and commented on that new coach post. I have them write down their affirmations. You've heard a lot about vision, affirmations, your hopes, your dreams. I have a piece of paper that I give my new coaches and I say, write everything down. I want you to write it, read it, and say it out loud so that it takes root in your heart so that you want to take action. You have an emotional connection to that. They make a list of 100 people that follow them, support them, family, friends, people that would maybe be interested in our incredible total solution in our community that we have. And I help them, again, craft a message to invite them. They complete the color wheel. If you don't know what the color wheel is, Ashley Smith created it. It's amazing. It's in the Beachbody Champions page. And it helps me to help my coaches understand the market and how they should be posting on social media. We talk about Success Club. We review their first big promotion, which is Diamond. And then I encourage them to always reach out to their upline coach if they have questions. And the last two things that I do for onboarding new coaches is after my new coach mentorship call, I put all of my new coaches in a Facebook message thread for daily support to create that community. And so I can stay in front of them with their tasks and helping them. And then I offer bi-weekly or weekly new coach Q&As on Zoom. This allows me to talk about the Coach Online Office, talk about the success tracker and share cart and all of those things that they need to be doing to move their business forward. So in closing, remember those 10 diamonds that I told you about that quit? It's because they weren't willing to recruit coaches. When the going got tough, they lost their why for coaching. They weren't rooted in why they were here. And they weren't willing to take action with those 7 steps that I implement. And they weren't willing to find the people that wanted to work this business with them. Recruiting to this business, you guys, it doesn't take a lot of talent. It doesn't require a lot of time. I built this business with 3 babies, but it does require one thing. It requires you, all of us, to become fearless and consistent with connecting, inviting, and following up with people that need this in their life. When you become fearless in sharing about how this business has blessed your life and taking purposeful action centered around recruitment with my 7 ways and the onboarding process, that is when you will begin to build a thriving team in business.
Okay. So, did we lose somebody?
I had to hop on my phone.
Okay, you're out and about now, huh?
I am out and about.
Okay, and we got Paul. Welcome, Paul.
Hello.
So, what'd you guys think of that? Yeah, I can definitely relate. I've lost 10 diamonds at least. But you know, like her, I'm still here, and I would, you know, continue doing this regardless of you know, even if I made money at it or not. I'm a Beachbody lifer, and I love, you know, the workouts, and I need the workouts and the support and the nutrition and everything to keep me on track. And I love our community, right, and our team. So doesn't matter if it's you know, just me, I'll still be here. So, but I hope you guys are lifers too, and, you know, want to do it with me. I know Tom is, right.
You ain't getting rid of you. You're not getting rid of me.
Yeah. So, what do you guys, did you have any other takeaways or thoughts from her talk?
It was good. It was encouraging. I'm just kind of in a tough spot where I'm at, is trying to find, again, as I share with you guys, that fine line of not harassing and encouraging. So I'm just going to do the best I can and just keep putting it out there and see what happens. But I'm like you, I'm a lifer no matter what.
Yeah, I thought it was interesting, her steps for new coaches. I mean, yeah, I don't know if you've done this, you know, Yvonne and Jeremy, or, you know, like, have you done that new coach post yet, right? Like announcing that you're a coach, and then follow up with people that like it, right? You know, I mean, it's great to post just workouts, but everybody posts workouts, right? I mean, so if you take that step and overcome that fear and tell people that you're a coach and why you became a coach, right? And what you're passionate about. And then anybody who likes the comments on it, reach out to them and just, you know, just invite them to your challenge group, or thank them for their support, or whatever you want to say, you know.
I think talking about it more in your stories, I like the way she was. I talk about it mostly when we're doing this sneak peek, or we're doing something. I'll focus on, you know, talking about 2 nights at a sneak peek. But the way she sharing, I think, was a good idea. You kind of share what you do more on a daily basis as a coach. I don't really do too much of that. Definitely not enough. I think that's a good idea. And talking about it every day.
thought it was good how she said she talks about what she's looking for, right? She did that post about trainers or fitness people. And that would probably be a great one for you to do, Tom, because I mean, how many fitness people, personal trainers and stuff probably follow you and think that they're too good to become a coach or whatever, right? Or coaching wouldn't do anything for them.
Oh, absolutely. You do get that a lot. I mean, I'm sure you've dealt with plenty of personal trainers. They always have that misconception about what it is.
Right. I've been, unsuccessful in getting any personal trainers, but if you're able to, convince them or connect with them, right, or give reasons of why they should do coaching along with their business, right? If you have people that follow you and are close to you, yeah, they might be interested in that, and those would be fantastic coaches.
Yeah, I want to find her Instagram and look at what she did exactly. Interested in that.
It sounded like it was an old one, so you'd have to.
I'm sure I can find it.
Yeah, probably have to scroll for a while. I don't know, unless you repost it, she might, right?
Probably. But still, in general, it'd be cool to watch what she does. I kind of like everything she was saying.
Yeah. And of course, we do our, monthly, we try to do it monthly sneak peek webinar or our Instagram sneak peek. And normally it's just me and Tom that invite. So we definitely need more people. Like, can you imagine if like all 6 of us on this call invited 100 people? Like we personally, right? Not just like, sending a bulk email or making a post, but if we personally reached out, like a call, a text, or a private message, like how many people we would have on that call, right? I mean, it would be phenomenal. Even if we got 10%, that's 60 people we would have on the call. Yeah, be amazing.
True. Yeah.
And, even if, one signed up, 10% of those that joined the call signed up, that's a coach a month for you. You'd be diamond in a year, so yeah. I mean, not that you have to, I mean, I don't invite 100, but just the people that I'm engaged with, right? Or that I've talked to that month, or people that I've invited to my challenge group, right? Whether they've joined or not, those are the people that I typically invite. And I'll just invite, a handful, and maybe I get one that comes or 2 if I'm lucky. So, but do the Grant Cardone thing, right? Of 10x it. Like if you want to get big results, then 10x what I'm doing or what you're doing, So
yeah, we definitely get more people on those sneak peeks.
yeah.
Speaking of, we have to schedule one for this month.
Yeah. Well, which one are we doing? Did we do the Instagram one last, or did we do the webinar last?
We did the Instagram last.
All right, well, let's do a webinar. See if we can get at least one guest all of us bring at least one guest. That would be awesome.
It's not hard to invite. I mean, I guess it is, people feel you got to leave your comfort zone, but again, a lot of times I'll put up a post and just mention it, and then you get likes on that post, and just use a good picture. Sometimes where you get a lot of likes or comments, and just message people a generic message, copy paste it, and invite them. It works.
Or you could do a poll, right? You do polls sometimes, like,
yeah.
Are you interested in coaching? Yes, and hell yes.
Yeah. Or more info, please. And just, whatever. Just reach out, do it on your stories. I mean, post the hell out of it. If we're going to do it on a Thursday, just that week, every day, just talk about it in your stories. I mean, you'll get used to it. I know it's like, it was hard for me in the beginning. Believe me, I mean, I would just do the post. I'd copy and paste what Greg posted, and but that's fine too. I mean, should put my name on it, of course. But and I still do,
Picture.
I still do that. I post Greg's pictures, and
Is
I
that
still
right?
no, but I still also you put up something good or anybody, you know, if it's a good post, you just make it your own. It doesn't have, you don't have to sit there and you know, come up with, you know, the entire thing, but put in your stories, just talk about it. You get used to it, and you just promote it every day, and just reach out to people that like it. You know, just save it in your, you know, auto response. And you know, I get people, you know, every month we have not had one where we had nobody show up, but you know, so if we all did it, and it works, you get coaches. We got a lot of coaches that way.
Definitely. Yep. I just had a guy in my challenge group reach out to me. He said he was interested in coaching, and I've been trying to get him on the phone for a couple weeks, and I've been unsuccessful. So maybe the webinar is just what he needs. He'll come to the webinar, you know?
Yeah, that's true too. If you're talking, you know, if you've been talking to someone about it, that's a great way. Hey, I know we've been, you know, talking about this. Why don't you
Right.
check out? I think we might need to update, and for the webinar, it's obviously it's live, but might need to update some of our videos for the sneak peek on Instagram.
Okay.
So talk about that another time, but we're gonna, they've been kind of, yeah, we did them a while ago.
Yeah, right. Sure. I mean, I'm happy to reshoot, or we can get some new people, you know, to do them.
Yeah, definitely should get a few volunteers.
Yeah. Jeremy can do one on his, you know, his motorcycle.
Why not? It's a recorded video, so you can
Exactly.
you can have edit it, take a couple of takes.
Right.
I always do mine like 30. It takes me like 30 tries, but you know.
Right. Well, I mean, it's good to show we've got a diverse team, and right, we're real people, real jobs, whatever. Like to have fun, all that good stuff. So so Paul, you missed our 9/11 tribute. Where were you at during 9/11?
Oh, Canton, Michigan. At home.
Yeah.
Was sleeping because I work second shift. So
So you woke up and it was all over, huh?
No. I got a phone call when the first one happened. It's like, oh my God, this just happened. Can you believe it? So I was watching it on TV when the second plane hit. And I was pretty much on that for that duration. And then until it was time to go to work. And of course I called in to find out, oh yeah, no, we're still working. Come in. Okay, fine.
Were you working at Boeing?
No, I was at Chrysler.
Oh, okay.
I was at Chrysler, and that's why I was still in Michigan. But I was on a temporary job that was like an hour away from where I live. So I drove that hour. I got there, they were closed. I'm like, damn you people. So then I turned around and drove back home. It's like, oh, it was just a waste of time and gas. And, you know, the roads were clear, but the gas stations were packed. I remember that pretty clearly. Yeah.
People stocking up on toilet paper and gas, I'm sure.
No, back then it was just gas. They weren't worried about toilet paper.
Yeah, toilet paper wasn't an issue though.
No, they're only worried about gas. And I think it's like, wow.
Well, Connie was the one who was hauling all the toilet paper, so she was set.
She could put it all on Amazon.
So that's what happened to it. There's like probably a truckload sitting in her backyard over there, right?
Yeah, Connie, you're muted. If you
just driving it back and forth, not even delivering.
Yeah,
Okay.
no, actually, I had a load of TP since the pandemic, and they actually put a bolt seal on that trailer.
I believe it.
Just to protect it, huh?
Oh, I kid you not. People were going crazy. If you parked in a truck stop, they were going back there, opening doors to see what commodities the truck might have. And they were playing scavengers. I mean, your load was unsafe anywhere.
Well, I hope you snuck a couple packs for yourself.
Oh, no, 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 no. I was actually down to, oh Lord, I gotta buy this industrial stuff. Yeah,
Right.
but hey, it worked.
Yep.
It was better than the Sears Roebuck catalog.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
bet.
that was funny. I never got into that issue because I buy most a lot of the stuff at Costco and I store it on the shelf. And when I open the newest package and stock it on my shelf, it's almost like a freaking grocery store out there. I open the big packet, the bulk package, stock the little packages on the shelf, and one package comes inside at a time, right? So once I open the next package, I get another case. That's
Yeah.
on the shopping list for that weekend. So I actually had 2 cases when everything hit the fan. And I was like, oh, got a little bit worried to one point. Like, oh no, we're gonna have to get some because we got down to the next case. And it's like, oh, we only got a few packages left. We still can't get any. And everything went kind of back to toilet paper normal. Of course, they're putting like limit 2 per customer. I'm like, okay,
Right.
I guess we'll buy 2 this time instead of 1, stuff like that. But never got to that point that some folks are getting into. It's crazy.
Luckily, my daughter works at Target, so she could always, snag us whenever the inventory came in. So she was able to get us like, Lysol, wipes, and toilet paper, and all the essentials
Yeah.
that no one else could get.
Yeah, it seems like people are hoarding stuff again recently. The water's a big thing for some reason.
Yeah, the Delta variant has got people on edge again.
Yeah.
It's the news has got people on edge, not necessarily the variant.
Right. That's
Well,
true.
I agree. I agree because even when the pandemic was going on originally, I'm out here amongst everybody everywhere.
Yeah.
So I
Well,
think it's
this-
just a matter of cleaning yourself and keeping things.
Well, just think in 20 years, we're going to be like, talking on this Zoom call. Where were you during the pandemic?
The pandemic. Yep.
During the lockdown.
The problem with that would be like, which day?
Right, exactly.
Which
During
week?
the year of
Which variant? Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Which variant are you talking about?
Which month of the 2 weeks were you here?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Somebody asked me that question the other day. Said, would you like to do this for 2 weeks or 4 weeks? And I said 4 weeks. They're like, and they go, why? It's because 2 weeks is 9 months.
Feels like it, right?
Yeah, it does. It was.
Yep.
I was never locked down because they sent me to work from home on my stupid work computer. I'm still working from home. So I've still been trapped here. It's been a year and a half I've been trapped in the house.
So what changes did Boeing make after 9/11?
Cleaning and distancing and masking.
No, 9/11.
Oh, 9/11. I have no clue. I didn't work here back then.
Yeah.
They shut down. They laid everybody off and turn the lights off as you leave, kind of thing.
Wow.
Yeah, there was like, nope. Plane business is done for a while. Lay everybody off, They weren't building anything.
The same thing happened during the lockdown.
Yeah, they did a lot of that too. And so.
All right, guys. Well, we can wrap up. Does anybody have any announcements before we go?
I got one more question. You still look good for the Super Saturday for Mala? I mean, there's no everything's still going as scheduled, right?
Yes. Yeah. So people are asking. We don't have any restrictions. We're not imposing masks or anything like that. You can wear them if you want, but things could change, right? I mean, we're dependent upon the state of Virginia and the hotel and Beachbody, but right now, I mean, it's only like a month away. So, I mean, we'll definitely have it. And, I don't know, we might, worst case, we might have to wear a mask or something, but yeah, we're having it. So.
In Massachusetts, we were told if you're unvaccinated, you need to wear masks during the presentations.
And there will be a super trainer. I just don't know who yet.
Okay, good to know. Yeah, they're real. Beachbody's really dragging their feet with the Super Saturday. They haven't even posted it in the back office. Normally, you go in the back office and you can see all the Super Saturdays around the country or Super Sundays, but they haven't even done that yet. And I emailed Sandy, from the Wake Up Call, because she does this. She's in charge of it, and just said, "Hey, when are you gonna put it up there?" And she just said, "We're behind soon," something like that. But yeah, the same issue is with them announcing where the super trainers are going, right? I told my corporate guy, if he didn't tell us what super trainer we were getting, I was going to cancel the event, because I mean, I don't want to get, cancellation fees or stuck paying, whatever, because it's within the window. You know what I mean? Like, they tell us we're not getting a trainer. Well, then I don't need a ballroom that holds 600 people,
Mhm.
It's true.
Well, I don't even know if Louisiana's going to have their Super Sunday because of the hurricane.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
We may just be back to virtual because of it.
Mm.
Zoom calls or something.
Yeah.
If they even have it, because where they had it was in Kenner, and Kenner got hit pretty hard.
Right. I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of the smaller ones are just not even going to have it. It's just going to be probably the big, cities are going to host them.
Yeah.
Because Beachbody's been reaching out to the big councils, but yeah, they haven't done anything with the small ones. They haven't even published a site or anything. So, but hopefully, everyone can make it to one, even if it's a couple hours drive or whatever. If you can find a city and get out, that would be awesome.
Well, everyone have a great day. I have to
Do you
bounce.
think they?
Okay.
Yeah. Do you think that they might even do the virtual again, just because some places won't be able to have them?
I don't know. I doubt that Beachbody corporate would do a virtual, but maybe some of the local ones might do a virtual. I don't know. Because if Beachbody corporate does a virtual, then that's going to hurt, right, the individual ones, the cities that are trying to do them. So,
right.
I don't know. I honestly, I don't.
Okay. Well, yeah, because I'd hate to have to miss one, because, I can't even get one near me,
Yeah. Well, I can always share
at Kenner, as it was a 2-hour drive.
Yeah. Well, I can always share the video with you if you're not able to get to one.
All right. I appreciate that.
All right, guys. Well, have a great day, great week. And Tom let me tell you, I am going on vacation on the 18th. I think that's next Saturday.
Yeah.
So it's like the 18th through the 25th. So I'm going to be missing both the next 2 Saturdays. So if you're up to lead the call.
Sure.
Yeah, I'll be driving down to the beach on this one Saturday and driving back on the next Saturday. So
cool. Enjoy.
And I'm having surgery next week, so I don't know what my life's gonna look like.
Okay, well, good luck on the surgery.
Speedy recovery.
Okay. And
speedy recovery to you, Connie.
Yeah.
Thank you. And we'll talk at y'all.
All right. See you later.
Bye, Connie.
Bye.
Uh-huh.
Bye, you
Bye-bye.
guys.